It's in the name, right? Friends of the Desert Mountains.
Where are the friends coming? Where are they coming?
Everything they do is to educate people that these desert mountains are delicate and bountiful, full of life.
The impact of Friends programs in our community has been tremendous.
I've had the pleasure of working with Friends of the Desert Mountains, really seeing how they do the work on the ground, grassroots efforts, meeting the needs of the community, protecting California desert conservation land systems, and trying to be equitable in the work that they do throughout the valley.
Friends programs help make hiking and accessing the outdoors accessible to everyone, to people who might be really experienced with the outdoors or who also might never have had a chance to go on a hiking trail or experience the desert flora and fauna. It makes it possible for everyone to be able to experience that.
I have gone through a number of the Friends of the Desert Mountain programs, and I really appreciate what they've done in Desert Hot Springs. They come out and they take some of our kids out that have, remarkably, it breaks my heart, but they have never been out in the mountains, and they live, and Friends of the Desert Mountains and their education staff comes out and picks up our kids, takes them up to places like Big Morongo Canyon, takes them out birdwatching. And these are places within 3 or 4 miles of these kids' homes, and they've never been out there. And the fact that they can get out there and experience the desert.
Just sharing passion of what with our work and the work we're trying to do, and reaching kids and helping the environment.
It has been a way to open up their eyes to many things around the valley. Many things that they probably never been to, like the Tramway, to maybe just even Mecca Hills, where some of them have been living close by but never been there. And this was their first time looking at the land differently than they did before. We have many parts like here where you can just come and just take a walk and be part of the land.
Seeing the evolution of Friends from an organization that focused on certain projects to expanding that from doing hikes with LGBTQ communities, doing accessible hikes, interpretation in Spanish and English, and really trying to change the ethos of conservation and education in the valley to meet the needs of the community. And that's fundamental to any place that you go to. When you provide education and conservation, you look at the bigger picture and not just the landscape, but the people and the places.
It's an incredible visitor attraction. Our natural open spaces, our trails, our mountains.
And they deserve protection. They deserve to be treasured. I can't imagine a world without Friends of the Desert Mountains. I hate to even think what may have happened if these mountains hadn't been put aside and protected, and the work of the Friends to make sure that the general population knows what their value is, that they're buying land and making sure it's set aside and preserved. So I am just so grateful for the work the Friends does.
It's so important for us both as a community to be able to experience those, but also as a way to attract visitors from around the world to come here to relax, to experience this incredible vistas, the experiences that you have outdoors, and Friends really helps make that happen. Friends of the Desert Mountains has been such a wonderful partner in creating materials for our visitors to experience the trails and the mountains safely here in the Coachella Valley. We've worked with them on hiking trail maps for each area of the Coachella Valley, as well as helpful 10 reminders, tips for hiking safely, for going out and enjoying the outdoors, but also getting back safe.
From doing communications efforts to doing on-the-ground events in the Coachella National Monument proposal, Friends has been an instrumental partner in the work here.
You know, it's what's amazing too is that REI not only is investing in their advocacy for Coachella National Monument, but they give major grants to the Friends of the Desert Mountain, because that's a clear investment into the missions of local organizations that care about our land and want to promote the outdoors.
The Friends are known for conserving, preserving, and educating. So we're standing here today on the ancestral lands of the Puya people, and I want to give a very special shout out and a very big thank you to the Friends of the Desert Mountains for understanding that the best steward of these lands has been and always will be the tribe.